Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and these are swatches of the City Color palettes that I own. Some I've already gifted to people, and because I didn't really like them, but the ones I have remaining here, I like to swatch them for you and show you which ones I like, tell you a little bit about my experience with them, and tell you which ones I would recommend. So if you like to see the ones that I still have with me, I still own, or the ones that I own that I use, and you like to get my take review on it, please keep on watching. Alright, so the first one I'm going to start off here with would be the matte shadow colors, and I only picked up one in browns, and it's a quad, comes with 4 eyeshadows and sponge tip applicators. Most of the applicators that came in these palettes are out. Don't really like to keep them, I think they keep me back, and my hand does not have any primer or anything, so that's how I'm going to swatch. And all the City Color products are cruelty free, and you can check them out. They have a website, I will link it below for you guys. So this is what browns looks like, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch them. So that's the browns swatched. This color is like a brick red, you have a nude, yeah, then you kind of lighter nude there, and your dark brown, so you kind of have, like, you know, a variety of degree of brown, except this one, which I guess I thought would have been complementary to you know, to go with the set. First off, they are extremely chalky, and most of them are, 2 of them at least are chalky, the lighter ones, which you can't see, and they do lack pigmentation. And I would swatch them again for you guys, and you really have to use a base and a primer with these. You can see the lighter one, but this color is really like a nice skin tone, so why I have not trashed this or even given it away is because sometimes I want a color to blend out, but it is chalky and it does have fallout, so you want to be careful. I actually do like this cream color here and the brown. The red is okay, but I really run from red colors just because it actually I'm always with tired eyes, and red really makes you look even more tired. But these 2 are really pigmented. Because of the pigmentation in this palette, I did not go and get any of the other matte colors. The matte collection, I think there were like a couple well orders, at least 3 to 4 orders in the matte shadows collection. Not totally impressed with them. Other inexpensive matte colors I know I came from beauty treats, so did not really like this, and I personally wouldn't recommend this. I think there are other palettes that you can get matte colors like these to substitute. Next we have these 5-pan eyeshadows, and I got it in browns and greens. Again, browns, because that's kind of like what I grab to most, and I have an obsession for green eyeshadows, so that's why I picked up these 2. And I will swatch a neutral color one, which is this one, and I've actually used this quite a bit. It has 5 eyeshadows. You have like a champagne. All of these are like maybe satin, pearly, nothing with glitter at all. So you have the champagne, you have your brown bronze color, you have your brown chocolate color, you have like a taupe color, and a kind of, I don't want to say cranberry, but like a rusty color. So we'll swatch them now. So that's them swatch on my hand, and to transfer. Alright, so the highlighting color, I don't think I really got a good swatch. Alright, so that's it there. They're not, again, super really pigmented. The brown is, however, really pretty pigmented out of all of them, so the darker colors again are more pigmented. They are buildable, and that's another thing that I do like. So I'll build another layer on them for you guys to see. Yeah, so they are buildable. That dark color really is a nice chocolate brown, and they're about maybe 3 to 4 others in the collection, other than the ones that I got. And with a base and primer, these, you can get this to work. So this is just your average palette. I would recommend this if you're a person that likes neutral eyeshadows, you want something quick on the go. This definitely is a palette you can grab and you can use, and do a full eye look with it, because this highlighting color could also be a blending color, or if you are darker skin tones you can actually use this to blend out. So you can actually use these 4 here to create a look, or even these 4 here. I just think this is a workable palette and I actually do like it. The greens are you have like 4 greens straight across here and a kind of champagne gold color, and we will swatch. So that's them there. The yellow you can see looks like it's a bit popping, you know. So that's it swatched there, and you can see these are pretty pigmented. The green, which is the forest green, does again look pigmented. This one is slightly chalky, or maybe have fallouts a bit, but they are pretty pigmented. I really like this color here. It's very unique. It's like almost reminds me of like golden olive from MAC. The yellow is pretty decent for inexpensive brand and palette, and let's build it. And this gold is really popping. So for those of you who like these kind of champagne gold colors, feel it. This is actually really awesome. This color is buildable. The yellow is actually quite impressive. I have not used it on the lid. I've actually used the greens and the gold. Have not used the yellow, but it's pretty impressive. And if you like these kind of colors, again, these are like inexpensive, and I would recommend you, if you just want inexpensive quick palettes, these are really nice. Alright, so the next palette we have are the ones that look like these, and these are the Special Effect Bright Eye colors. This one I have, this one actually comes with a pretty large mirror, which is really nice, so that you can actually apply your eyeshadows. These are the colors. You do get a bunch of brown colors and a bunch of gray colors on this end, so you can create smoky looks or brown neutral kind of looks. I actually like that. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shadows. So I will start swatching from the browns and then go across for you guys. So that's the first 4, and you have to be very careful because the width of the pan is pretty narrow, and you tend to have a bit of problem with your brush. So that's the first swatch of the first 4. I will layer it on again for you guys. I like my middle finger, which is pretty chubby. It's having a hard time getting some of the colors to swatch. So that's the first 4 that we have there. Now we'll do the other 4. And some of these are already chalky, as you can see. So we've already started going into the gray side. Ooh, so I'm seeing some fallout here with one. Alright, so that second row there, that's the browns continuing there and then into the gray part. So you can see how the face looks, and let's just swatch them over again. So this brown hair seems to be crumbling a lot, but it's so far seems to be one of the only ones that are really pigmented. Alright, so that's the gray. You can see you have this one that's pigmented, but it's very soft and it crumbles. The white seems to be, it's like a pearly white. It has some fallout there, but it's pretty pigmented as compared to some of these other lighter colors. And the gray looks like, you know, silver looks like, you know, your average silver. And then the last two that we have are like a darker charcoal silver like, and what seems to be it's not a matte black. It's not a matte black. So that's the last 2 swatched. Yeah, so that silver is pretty good, and that black looks like it's more like charcoal, and we'll see if we can build it up for you. So that's them there again. Yeah, so that black is really not getting much darker, but the darker charcoal color is amazing. It's like a really nice gunmetal. So all in all, with this palette, I don't like it at all. They're just, out of the 10 colors, there may be just like 4 that's pigmented. You have this one here, you have that color there, you have this Capri color, which I already have in another palette, and give and take this black or this white, which kind of is a bit iffy. This is appearing to be almost matte, so don't really like this. A friend of mine, I actually showed it to her, and she said she would take it off of my hands because she really likes this color. She likes the gray for smoky eyes, and she's just gonna play around with it. And the mirror is awesome, so she says she likes it, maybe even just the mirror, to have this in her bag. So we have these eyeshadow palettes that are shaped like an eye. This one is called Golden. This one did not come with a name at the back of it. So when you purchase it, you can see what it is, so that's a good thing. You didn't have to open anything. One of the drawbacks with these, and I have used these, I've used both, is that it's hard. It's worse than the geometric palette. There's no mirror, which is okay, I can live with it, but you know, it's difficult, like in the brow bone and some of these colors, to actually get access into them. And like the blue always overlaps with this orange for some strange reason, so I have to use like almost crease brushes to use this. And I thought this would have been my favorite palette, but maybe 1 or 2 colors out of here, like, and I've ended up actually using this a bit. The other thing is that, I don't know if you can see how messy this is, but this thing actually moves. It's like almost as if it's wet, which I don't understand, because you know the others are pretty dry. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm thinking 8 colors, but this one here and that one over there, which is similar to that, kind of looks like the same color. Some of the colors, when you swatch them, even though they don't look the same here, they actually do look very similar. So I'll quickly swatch them for you. Hopefully I can get them without, yeah, so that color there, always seems to be soft. Now the more I actually get into this, I'm feeling this being wet, which is a bit strange to me. And this blue, yeah, the blue actually appears to be a bit wet now for me. This is like so weird. I don't know, this is like really weird. The blue is really pigmented, by the way, but they feel very wet, and because they're wet, you do get pretty decent pigmentation. Because I have warmer skin tone, this blue actually looks a bit more like a blue green. And to just double it up, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is actually moving with my swatches. And this green, yeah, no, let me green, blue. So we're gonna build on it. So you can see it's pretty pigment. They're pretty decent in terms of pigmentation. This is really nice all over the lid. That blue, if you like blues. This looks almost like a mustard color, and really and truly I am not a fan of it. I thought it would have been a much nicer color. It's actually repeated up here again, so don't like it. And the other 2 colors, pretty much I would say it's more or less like 2 colors. Again, I try to swatch that orange, and I'm getting a bit of that blue for some strange reason. Let me clean my finger and try again. Yeah, so I think I got a better swatch there. And the yellow and the champagne color that's up there. Let's see if it's a duplicate. Yes, it is a duplicate of this one here. The orange, which I was trying to really get a swatch of, you can't even see it at all. And the yellow color looks there. And to just double up on the swatching of them for you guys. This will be this here, and that should be that there. Nothing much. So all in all, for me, this one was like a feel. I mean, some of these coppery colors, and so I can get them in other palettes. There's nothing really standing out in it, so I would not recommend this. This one, on the other hand, which I really didn't have much hope for, but I just liked how defined it looked. I had actually liked a bit more. And I didn't get that wetty feel like what I got for the other one. So that's the first set of swatches. So that's the first set of swatches, and you can see they're pretty pigmented. I mean, that's the first swatch. I mean, it's nothing to go and scream, oh my gosh, it's really that pigmented, but it's better than some of the others that we've actually come across so far. And let's build it up. So the white is a bit chalky, so it builds up a bit more, and it's pretty, you know, pretty okay. I mean, it's not the best, but with base and primer it was working, you know, it did work. And the other two colors, so it's actually really like 6 colors, would be this one here and the lavender kind of color, which would be these two. And they look almost the same. And let's just do it again. Yeah, so these are just frosty colors. So there's actually 3 frosty colors and 3 warm colors. The brown is repeated up here. This champagne color is the same as that. So this is an okay palette. If you want to try one, I would say get this as against the other one. This one is, it's okay. Not complaining at all about it. Alright, and the next one we have here would be this one, and it just says City Color 8 eyeshadow palette, and it actually comes with 8 eyeshadows and a blush, and I actually have a whole review with swatches of it, but I'll still do it here in this video, and I'll have to do a part 2 because this video is ending up pretty long. So I'll just quickly swatch them for you now. We have the first 4, sorry. So that's what the first 4 looks like, and swatched on my hand. So that's the first 4, and let's go it over again. That's it there. So these are pretty okay in terms of pigmentation. The white, this frosty color is really balm in your face. I love this muted kind of lilac color for some strange reason. I'm actually, you know, interested. I actually really like. So let's do the bottom row. So that's the colors there. So there is some fallout, as you can see. That brick red is coming back again. I don't know if you guys can see, but that color there has repeated itself from one of the other palettes. It is not, I was hoping it would have been much more pigmented, but it's not. And rebuilding again. The green, the moss green, is really nice too. And that champagne color, they have some fallouts, but they are, I would say they are decent, pretty decent. And with base and primer, the blush on the hand is super gorgeous. Let me just share it out here for you guys. See, it's really pigmented, and I did share it out. And so this is okay. The blush is actually worth every bit of the palette. You can try to work with some of the colors, but I found that they didn't last all day. This green is a really nice green, and this is a nice muted color. You can use it in your crease to blend out for a nice neutral fall look. But to say you're gonna go out of your way to get this, I wouldn't really say that. All of that. So this is the first part of my City Color eyeshadow swatches. Stay tuned for the second part, and I hope that so far the video has been helpful to you.